All right, so here's 1/6 day 2. So again, look at, just scan. It says sketch the graphs of f, g, and h. So f, g, h. We look at square root, square root, square root. We have to know that this is built off y equals the square root of x. Well, we already know that it looks something like this. So we're going to go ahead and go like that. And then we're going to make adjustments. So what does that do? Well, I'm going to go ahead and use my orange marker for all of these. And what that would do is simply move it left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you redraw it and you're done. And I know I've been talking about this, but again, if you ever have problems, go to Desmos.com and just start typing this stuff in and messing around. Then you'll learn how to trust it. Well, this has 2 steps. This moves right 2 and then vertical stretch, factor of 2. So 1, 2, and then it's just going to go up faster. That's what vertical stretch means. This one has a bunch of steps. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my ink pen and go dotted line until I get my final step. So step number 1, flip it. Step number 2, vertical stretch, factor of 2. So it's going to go down faster. Step number 3, move it left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the last step is I'm going to move the whole thing down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to try to duplicate the same one right above it, and there it is. And that's it for those. Not too bad once you get the gist. A and B, you can see they are building it off of y equals x squared. So we're going to draw in y equals x squared here, draw it in here, and then we'll make adjustments. This one's a lot easier than that one. This one is a 2-stepper. Step 1, we flip it over the x. Step 2, we bump it up to 1, 2. And I'm going to go stick with my tradition of final answer in orange. And there it is. Again, when there's multiple steps, I'm not going to use the orange marker until I'm done. It's just too chaotic. One step at a time. That says flip it over the x. This says vertical stretch, factor of 2, so I'm going to make it skinnier because the y values are going to go up faster. Now I'm going to move that whole thing to the right one. Now this is getting messy, so maybe, yeah, let's do this. I'll get out my yellow marker, and we are to here. But then I got to move that whole thing down 4, and I'm going to have my final answer in orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that would be my final answer. All right. Let's go on to example 3 and 4, and that's it, guys. So, first of all, I want you to take a look down here. There's a huge clue, and it's something that you guys probably wouldn't even read. But if they're saying let the vertical stretch be 2, and there's a clue down here. Now let's read the instructions. The graph is that of a function y equals f of x that can be obtained by transforming the graph of y equals x squared. There's the meat and potatoes. Remember, the normal graph has a 1 there, but y equals ax squared is what we're talking about right now. If they're saying there's a vertical stretch of a 2, they're right away saying let a equal 2. But a lot of us wouldn't read this. I probably wouldn't. So I'm going to put that right in here. So I'm going to go y equals 2x squared. Now, I'd be done if that vertex was right here, but it's not. I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3 down. So that's 5, negative 3. Now remember, this is my x adjustment. This is my y adjustment. Now, where am I going to make the adjustment here? Well, the way pre-calc does it, they're going to put the x adjustments with the x. Well, it's not pre-calc, it's just math, but this is how pre-calc writes it. And if this is 5 to the right, you would go x minus 5 squared. And then if we have to go down 3, that's your d minus 3. And there's your answer for that problem. Now, example 4, remember I told you to, or example 3, I told you look down here first. There's a huge clue. If we look at example 4, there is no huge clue. So really they're saying let a equal 1. In other words, they're saying this is normal for a parabola. See how this one's a little bit skinnier looking than this? That's where that 2 had its effect on that. Anyways, back to this. We know right away it's y equals x squared because they don't give us any weird thing like this. Now we got to make the adjustments based on this, and it's upside down. So we know that a is negative just by looking at it, but also 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, 1, 2 up. So that's negative 4, 2. So we got all these clues we got to put with this. So that'd be y equals negative 1. Here comes the x adjustment. I want it to go 4 to the left, so it'd be x plus 4. I want it to go 2 up, so I'm just going to go plus 2. And there's my equation of that parabola. That should help you guys quite a bit. Good luck on your assignment.